Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're having a good day today. Uh, I wanted to give you all a little update before I get into this video. Um, this morning, I went for a walk, you know, because it's been raining just a little bit, though. I don't know if it's something happening. Was that, is it some, I don't know about in some part of areas saying that it was, they were, that that the rain were gonna move to another area that people needed rain for the most part. And so, but for some reason, you know, because sometimes I just don't go outside, be posting videos when it's wet out there, you know. So, yeah. So I hope stay safe out there and be careful. Don't drive around, turn around. When you're not finding a place to go somewhere. All right, and that's all. All right. Today, I'm gonna be talking about, like, why should you follow or not follow people on social media. All right. So all I can say is this. I literally follow people that, who are at my school or at work. That does not mean you're not going to get blocked by them. Okay? I talk to them, on Messenger, telling, about how my friends and professors are doing. They are traveling around the world. They are having a fun time down there. So that's a good sign to that. All right. Also, that I do have non-toxic family members, been following me for a long time. We've been traveling places around the world, everywhere where we go to, I constantly get along well with them, so, yeah, so, like, I gotta tell you something about this too. So be careful who you're dealing with on social media. Okay? So because during these rough times, like, people are asking me for a ride, because I said no, because because I always do the right thing, so, okay. So what will happen in the future, because if you're not very, very careful to them, they could kill you for the rest of your life. So we need to be very careful, to avoid toxic people in your life, because some people are just putting misinformation or abusive stuff on social media, which is a very uncool thing to do. All right. But yeah. So I gotta tell you, okay, quit stalking people on social media, because all they want you to ask for money, okay? That could damage your relationship, with someone that you already know, okay? So I don't be sending money to people who I do not know about, okay? Not even on Facebook, not even on Instagram or TikTok or whatever, okay? So you got to be very wise about it, okay? Because let me tell you something, man. We don't come here to talk about, that you're gonna assault me for that, okay? That's disrespect to everybody, okay? Because next time, let me tell you something. It goes for the rest of you all, okay? Because if you people putting abusive or doing something misuse, okay, a lot of them will be blocked on social media, okay? Because I cannot waste time on them, because they need to, not figuring out what is going on in their lives, okay? So because even though when you're at work, if if somebody is touching you in the shoulder, so you need to report your boss or manager about what happened. I'm pretty sure they're gonna get blocked too, okay? So you need to stop touching people, because that is sexual harassment, okay? And that is unacceptable, all right? Because I know what happened to me a long time ago, that my ex-girlfriend, she was abusively stalking my family members on Facebook, and asking, that do they want to be their friend? And they said no, they were not interested in her because of that stupid lady did to us. Okay? Let me tell you something, folks. Okay? Do not let anyone use your personal information about your name, your name, email, and password. So don't let anybody use your personal social media information. All right, so stay away from them, okay? Because they are in the wrong place for you, okay? Okay, and so and yeah, we all get me and my family, we all came along great. We had a good vacation. I posted pictures on Facebook and Instagram. Well, especially WhatsApp that I posted too. And they were telling me, telling that I was having a wonderful time with my family on vacation. We have been going through a lot. So it's a nice way to to share your moments respectively with your family. I do this when too with my friends. They always showed how much they care about me. Even though I have not seen them in a long time. That's a good sign to keep everything safe and getting you into a better environment in the future. So once you have more people either at your school or at your workplace, one day they will be able to accept your social media request. Okay? So don't let it come to you. Okay? So I know it's like, you have family and friends who are still with you on that, because I know this is not what you call it. I know this is not not getting too worried about blocking family members on social media, because I still have them, so I just don't argue about it, okay? So eventually I will probably go with my family or friends, on vacation, wherever I go. I'll be happy to post more pictures on my, whether it's another vacation or something. I will definitely do that. So yeah, just to let you know that I'm blessed, having a family like you, showing love for one another, and every time that we they all say happy birthday to me on social media, have a great day, God bless you. That's that means you're truly showing how much you care about them. All right. So, yeah. So don't be afraid to block people out of your lives, okay? Because sometimes, sometimes that people are having a bad day. Sometimes they just don't know what it's like. Don't stress yourself out, okay? All right. So anyway, I wanted to say thank you very much for everything. I'm really glad that things gonna work out pretty soon, and that hopefully that we're not gonna let this pain come to us, guys, and we know it's not the end of the world just yet. Okay, so I wanted to say I'm gonna come to a close, and that you all have a great day. Stay positive, stay focused, make sure you keep in touch with your family or your friends on social media. It's that's a good thing that people, people like you they want to see your face. To see if it's you, so. But, but if some people says, is it me? Yes, I'll say it's me. I'll accept it. Okay? All right, guys. I hope everybody enjoy the rest of your day. Be careful out there. It's gonna rain soon, but hopefully everything should be okay for the rest of the week. All right. So take care of yourselves. Drink a lot of water. Stay hydrated. Stay healthy. We'll talk about it soon. Thank you very much, and God bless.